Hey there, everybody. I'm Brendan Glasheen, along with DK Live's Adam Levitan and Julian Edlow. They're here to help you make your pick for DraftKings Team Pick Em, presented by Papa John's. Get 25% off any regular menu price orders by using the promo code DK25. We're targeting 3 games with interesting storylines, fellas. First up, Lions at the Cowboys. Detroit impressed in primetime last Sunday night against the Patriots, while Dallas fell last game to the Seahawks. Adam, believer in the Lions after their first win?
It's not so much the Lions. I've been really down on this Cowboys team since the beginning of the season. The only thing they do well is have good offensive line play, and they're not even playing that well on the offensive line right now with Travis Frederick out. Now they lose middle linebacker Sean Lee to a hamstring injury. I think this Cowboys team could be one of the worst in the entire league, which is a shame because the management has completely wasted Dak Prescott's rookie minimum salary years. So yeah, give me the Lions here, who obviously played well against the Patriots on Sunday Night Football and come in hot.
Julian, does Prescott find his throwing touch from his rookie season this week?
Well, I don't know if I necessarily trust Prescott, but Ezekiel Elliott is probably the only guy I trust in this game. And obviously the Lions looked great on Sunday Night Football, but if we look back to those first 2 games, to Matt Breida and Isaiah Crowell combined, those guys on 21 carries got 240 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott has been pretty good so far this season, so I think this might just be a smash spot for him, and he's really the only guy I trust in this game and could carry the Cowboys to victory at home.
Next up, the Carson Wentz-led Eagles visit the mystery quarterback-led Titans. Julian, what should we expect from Wentz in his second game back?
Well, Wentz, I think, should slightly improve, but this is just kind of the Titans have been a weird surprise team no matter who's been at quarterback. Marcus Mariota, weird story that he's in the backup role. Why isn't he starting? But he comes in, and they beat the Jaguars. I just think Tennessee is a little bit better than people think, and the Eagles have kind of limped out to a 2-1 start, as has Tennessee. This is a tough game to call. I just think Philly might get a little bit more hype here, whereas Tennessee's in just as good a spot at home.
Adam, leading birds in this one?
Yeah, I think you can only mask really bad quarterback play for so long, and that's what the Titans have been doing. They've been scheming it up and, keeping the ball out of their quarterback's hands, whether it is Gabbert or whether it is Marcus Mariota, but that's not going to fly against this Eagles front, which is so good. And I know the Eagles struggle in the back end with corner play at times, but I'm not seeing Gabbert or Mariota exploit that. I also think we might get Alshon Jeffrey back. For the Eagles, might get Jay Ajayi back, and obviously Carson Wentz is back too. So we're starting to see this Super Bowl team get back to full strength.
All right, and finally, an AFC West clash at Mile High. The Red Hot Chiefs take on the Broncos. Adam, I ask you again this week, does Patrick Mahomes light it up once more, this time in Denver?
Yeah, it's not like out of the ordinary anymore to think that Patrick Mahomes is going to light it up. He's done it ever since going back to the 2017 preseason, Week 17 last year at Denver. He played really well when Denver's defense was in better shape. In this preseason, he played well. In the first 3 weeks, he's been the best quarterback we've seen in a long time. It is certainly not a fluke. Patrick Mahomes will go to Denver and put up another big game against a team whose pass defense is no longer what it was with Aqib Talib gone.
Julian, who do you got? Chiefs to 4-0?
Yeah, I think this is an interesting spot to kind of be contrarian and take the Broncos. Look, the Patrick Mahomes hype is real. This guy is not a fluke. But, these last 3 matchups against the Chargers, against the Steelers, and this last week against the 49ers just could not have been any better for Mahomes to get off to this start. So, while I think he's the real deal, I also think that there's a chance he could be in store for a wake-up call here at a tough road matchup at Denver. While a lot of people could be piling on the Chiefs, this might be a good contrarian spot to go with the home team in Denver.
All right, thank you guys. That'll do it for this week's edition of Make Your Pick for DraftKings Team Pick 'em, presented by Papa John's. For Julian and Adam, I'm Brendan. Talk to you next week.